good quarters. We just talked a little bit about putting four together and the controllable plays. I mean, there were so many momentum plays in the game where we made the stop, give up a three. You know, it was just like dagger, guard, 1 second left on the clock, foul. So it's not for not playing hard. I mean, we're playing hard. It was two teams playing hard. But these are moments where you teach and you go back and you watch and you say, okay, these were the plays. I just told them that there's still so much to play for. And top to bottom in this league, it's a dogfight every night. The parity is so freaking close that you have to be locked in on every possession. It stings, it sucks, but you know, this group will continue to fight. There were a lot of positives coming out of this, but there were just moments that we will go back and we will kick ourselves, but we will learn and we will grow.
Well, Coach, I know you ended up getting 25 rebounds there, one of your lower totals this season. You got 20 turnovers. It's like not the result that you're looking for, obviously, but like, what do you learn from a game like this?
You said 25 rebounds. We had 39.
Oh, am I looking at the wrong?
Yeah, we had 39. We actually out rebounded.
I'm thinking like defensive rebounds. I'm sorry, defensive.
The goal was to limit them to one shot. They do a phenomenal job crashing. You know, that was one of the keys coming in. Limit them in transition, limit their second chance opportunities. And I thought the early turnovers kind of activated them, dug ourselves into a hole that we got out of. But you don't want to start the game that way because, again, the momentum shift and the tempo changes. But you know, we had 20 second chance points, so I was very happy about that. But, you know, as far as, you know, their offensive rebounds, that activated them. And so that was too many. We wanted to limit them under 10 offensive rebounds, and they had 16.
How would you contrast the way that your team played during the second quarter versus the second half?
Well, I mean, I thought we played well in the second quarter and in the fourth. I mean, we won them both, but you got to put together more than 2 quarters in this game. But when you're down, you have that sense of urgency, right? You want to come back, but we want that urgency at the tip, and not from coming behind.
You had went 11-13 from the line, a little bit above your lowest of the year, but imagine not really enough times getting up there.
Well, again, I thought that we could have gotten downhill, and we talked about playing in space more because, again, they're long in that 3-2 zone, but there are gaps in the zone. I thought we had good ball movement in it, but we wanted our guards to get in space, and then get in space, you play off two, you read the defense. Now you got scoring options at the rim, or you got kick options, but I didn't think we were as aggressive downhill as we normally are.
You also ended up giving up the 14 steals right there. You mentioned that ball security is something you're going to be talking with them about.
Well, some of it was just us making just uncharacteristic mistakes with the ball. I thought we were trying to thread the needle. I thought we were forcing a little bit. They sped us up a little bit, but obviously this is a teachable moment. But I will also show them the things we did well. You know, because that's how you grow when you look at it. And like I said, 22 points in the second is really good. I'm going to show that as well. 25 points in the fourth is really good. So just capitalizing on what we did well, where we can learn in the errors, but there were some positive takeaways as well.
You had 8 players available on this one. UCF, of course, is familiar with some low personnel stuff. Just how hard is it to have that limited personnel?
Well, it's hard. I mean, because it's, day in and day out, and they are pushing through. Some of the players are pushing through injuries and pain, and so kudos to them. But it's next woman up. You have a roster, and they're ready when their name is called. I mean, to look at this and see 5 players in double figures. With some players, you know, Michaela Moore doesn't get enough credit. You know, she's a person that's come off the bench and now, I mean, she played 36 minutes tonight, and she hasn't done that for me, and that's a positive, right? Her name, I mean, she 8 rebounds, 7 points, 5-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. I think that's a really good stat line for a person that normally doesn't log that many minutes, and so I'm going to reward her by just giving her kudos for that. We keep building on that. We're going to see even more production. So again, there were positive takeaways. Kennedy Basham had a double-double. I thought she was effective at the rim, just at 6'7", changing shots, but they're just those moments out the gate where you can't turn the ball over, you know, 10 times, 11 times early and claw your way back. You don't want to put yourself in that hole. Did you have
Last question.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
So I wanted to ask you about the theme of tonight's game, which was the Think Pink. And
Yes.
it wasn't just the UCF players that showed their support.
Our
It
players.
was Arizona State as well. I guess I wanted to ask you, how is that theme bigger than basketball? Why does it matter?
I mean, cancer itself, but breast cancer affects everyone. Everybody in this room either will be affected by it personally or someone that they know in their family. And so it's to bring awareness for a very, very ugly disease. And you know, I was fortunate to know Kay Yao. I've known her, and my old college coach played for her. So I know exactly what she went through, and so many people like her. And for us to be able to rally around research and information and education and awareness for this disease that wreaks havoc on so many people, and we come together as a united front, that's always a great thing. And I'm glad that we were able to wear our pink uniforms and show our support.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Best of luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.